And so today we're over on BBS Simulator because in less than 12 hours time we are going to be getting the end of month banner announcement for the month of May. What is it going to be? Well, that's what we're here to discuss and theorize in today's video. And as always, you guys can join in the fun too. Let me know your prediction in the comments below, and if you get any of the characters right, we will give you that a shout out in tomorrow's video. So with that said, let's jump straight into it. Fun fact actually, I originally recorded this prediction video 2 weeks ago after the announcement of the most recent mid-month banner with Grimmjow and also Ichigo. And the reason for that is because I like to record these theory prediction videos in advance. That way, if a spoiler does come out, it doesn't sway my opinion on what the banner could actually be. Luckily though, as of right now, again around 16 hours until the banner does get announced, I haven't seen any spoilers, but also most importantly, I'm re-recording this video because we did get an announcement this morning in regards to the upcoming Limit Breaker quest, which does give us a hint at what the upcoming end of month banner will be, or more so what type of character we will get within the 3 potential new characters. So with that in mind, what do I think this banner is going to be? Well, in my opinion, I think it can only be 1000 Year Blood War. And I know, the last 4 end of month banner predictions we have been calling 1000 Year Blood War. Now granted, 2 of the 3 we have been right. I don't think anyone expected last end of month to be a seasonal banner, right? Especially for Golden Week of all things. It was definitely a risky banner in my opinion, but I think it worked out in the end. The banner was great, the characters were cool, the characters were good. Overall, W banner, right? And I don't want it to seem like I'm always going to call 1000 Year Blood War. I'm going to call it when I feel like it's right, and right now, it feels like we have to get it. Because otherwise, we're going to go potentially 4 months without a single 1000 Year Blood War banner. But why exactly is that? Well, as we do know, the last banner that we did get that was 1000 Year Blood War was March end of month. So hypothetically, if this end of month isn't going to be 1000 Year Blood War, it's been 2 months. Now we know going into June end of month is always going to be swimsuits. So end of month June, most likely this year, it happens every single year, is going to be another swimsuit banner. So you're telling me that we had to potentially wait 4 months for a new 1000 Year Blood War banner after March end of month with Minia, Rangiku, and also Yumachika? Because obviously we do know going into July end of month, that's most likely guaranteed to be 1000 Year Blood War, given that it is going to be the 9th anniversary. And in my opinion, there's no way, I refuse to believe it, that KLab are going to go 4 months without giving us a single 1000 Year Blood War banner. And I've been saying it for a while now, I think the perfect release pattern for 1000 Year Blood War is 1 banner every 2 months. It gives you time to save, it means we aren't getting showered of 1000 Year Blood War every single month, and it also means that we can get through this arc, right? There's a lot of characters, a lot of banners to go through. So if this upcoming end of month banner isn't 1000 Year Blood War, well, I just can't see it being anything else, because again, our most recent end of month was seasonal. Next end of month is, June end of month, it's going to be seasonal. There's no way we're going to get back to back seasonal end of month banners. As for premium, I would love, and originally, I really wanted to go into this banner prediction talking about the potential chance of us getting a premium end of month banner, maybe with Dangai Ichigo, Full Hollow Ichigo, maybe Monster Aizen. That's what I really wanted to say this time around, because traditionally, at least as far as the last 2 years have gone, May end of month has been premium. Last year we got Neliel, Zapdo, and Noritora. Honestly, despite it being cool that it was a premium end of month banner, this was one of the worst banners of the entire year. Characters themselves sucked. The character choice was terrible. I don't know what KLab were thinking, and they wasted an opportunity to give us a really cool end of month premium banner, and they gave us free base from Moranka. So if we ever do get another premium end of month banner this year, let's hope it's not like this, because this was absolutely embarrassing. 2022, again, May end of month, it was another premium banner with Lisa, Love, and also Shinji. Really cool banner. I actually really like this banner. I think a lot of people were actually hype about it, especially because the character choice themselves were good. It was visored characters. We never really had all 3 of these characters with their mask on. Really cool banner. So the last 2 end of month Mays have actually been premium. I just don't see it happening again this time, especially because the most recent end of month banner did give us a Grimmjow and also Ichigo. And in my opinion, that kind of ruins the chance for this end of month to be premium, because if they were going to do again a premium end of month banner, you have to do a big name, you have to do a big fight. You can't be wasting an end of month banner like what they did back in, last year with these 3 boring characters, right? At that point, I'd rather not have it. I'd rather not have it. KLab rarely do end of month premium banners, so if they are going to do it, you have to do a bang. You have to do a banger. And in that case, a Dangai Ichigo, a Full Hollow Ichigo, a Monster Aizen. But since we just got a Visored Ichigo and also Grimmjow, I just don't see us getting that banner that I wanted for this end of month banner, that being again Monster Aizen, maybe Dangai Ichigo. I guess there's always the possibility they could throw us a Monster Aizen and not have Ichigo part of the banner, but again, I just don't see that happening right now. So to quickly wrap it up, our most recent mid-month banner being Ichigo and Grimmjow, I think lessens the odds for end of month to be a premium banner. Our last end of month banner was a seasonal banner. The next end of month banner for June is most likely going to be another seasonal banner, so I don't see us getting a seasonal banner for the end of month of May. In regards to 1000 Year Blood War, our last banner was March 31st. That was 2 months ago. our next guaranteed 1000 blood banner is July end of month. That's 2 months away. So right now, it's perfect. Give us a 1000 blood banner. That's what I'm expecting. And onto that topic, who can we expect with this upcoming end of month 1000 blood banner if that is actually the case? Well, again, I'm going to expect characters from Season 2. I have 3 main theories. The first one, of course, is just to kind of get it out there, because I'm not sure when the timing is going to be right. I'm kind of excited for the fight, these 2 characters in particular, Soifon and also Beige9. That, by the way, is how you pronounce his name. I know everyone calls him BG9, but we did find out recently his name is pronounced Beige9, or Beige9. It's a German name. That's how I'm going to be pronouncing his name from now on, though. But these 2 characters, they have to get done eventually, right? They done Sangdu and Toshiro. Soifon versus Beige9 is one of the bigger fights, at least at the start of the Season 2, right? They have to cover it. And I'm looking forward to it, too. I really like Mewtwo, Shunko, Soifon, and Beige9 will be the first time he's playable in game. Really cool, different type of Stelmritter. Very similar to Aaroniero, which is why I liked Aaroniero, by the way, because of how different he was compared to the other Espada, and you can kind of see the same thing there with Beige9. I wouldn't be like super excited for these 2 characters, but like I'd be happy they're finally added to the game, and I'm not sure when's a good time to actually add them besides them saying, oh yeah, easy skip. Maybe now's the best time to do it. While some of us do want an exciting 1000 blood banner, some of us also want to save for anniversary, so maybe right now would be a decent time to give us a skippable 1000 blood banner, unless you are massive fans of those 2 characters. If it's not those 2, I'm going to go with what I've been wanting for a very long time. A perfect 1000 blood banner, in my opinion, would be Sajin, of course, in his human form, with Bambietta's Volstanic. I'm still waiting for the day we finally get, new Stelmritters in their Volstanic form. Kyogre looked absolutely amazing. I want to see more Quinties like that. And then, of course, with that, thanks to the anime adapting his Bankai, we could also potentially get a Bankai Shinji. This would be like a 10 out of 10 end of month banner, in my opinion. 3 really popular characters, all showcasing really cool abilities. Would absolutely love to see that for end of month, whether it's this end of month or a future one. And then the last prediction, just to get it out there, as we did say last month, when I thought end of month of April was going to be 1000 Blood War, Giselle, Zombietta, and also Mayuri. I kind of had a whole video explaining why I thought it would be them, so I'm not going to go over it again right now. But once more, that's another banner that is going to eventually be done. And our last 1000 banner banner featuring Yumachika and Minia potentially opens the door for Giselle to come into the game, especially with Zombietta and also Sunflower Mayuri. Once more, these 3 banners are going to happen eventually. They're guaranteed to happen. The question right now is, when are they going to happen? Is it going to be this end of month? I think it's 1000 Blood War, so surely it's something from Season 2. Potentially one of the banners that I just listed off. Jumping into the game though, now let's have a talk about what type of character we are about to get. So regardless of who we get right in the prediction, now let's talk about what type of character they will be, because this time we actually have a bit more information going into this end of month banner, which we don't usually get, given that Limit Breaker quest is not ever announced prior to the upcoming end of month banner. And this is important because every end of month, we do get a character designed for Limit Breaker, specifically designed in mind to be used in slot number 1. And since we have the rules, this basically tells us this upcoming end of month banner, the Limit Breaker character of the month is going to be a Mind Quincy Killer that is a melee character. So we know right now, this upcoming end of month banner is likely to feature a really, really good Mind character. Does Mind really need a new OP character? I mean, they could get more. Yuha is definitely great enough, right? But more good characters in the attribute is never a bad thing. And remember, there's no guarantee that because the character is going to be a Limit Breaker character, means they're going to be, top 5 best characters in the game. We saw most recently with Rangiku that she's kind of just overall good. Nothing super crazy, but a good character. And we very well could see that with his upcoming Mind character, a Mind melee Quincy Killer. Chances are, though, this is going to be a really good character, and they kind of have to be good, right? Because they're going to be instantly competing against Yuha. While we already know that killer, it's going to be Quincy. There's no crossover in terms of killers, but as a Mind character, they're naturally going to be compared to Yuha. So you would like to think this upcoming character is going to be a good character. Now, with that in mind, now that we know that we are going to be getting a Mind Quincy killer, let me ask you like this. Who do you see in 1000 Blood War be a Mind Quincy killer? Whatever the character that might be, it's potentially going to be them for end of month. Now remember, when it comes to guessing a character's attribute and also killer combination, you can never guess it. Sometimes they're random, but sometimes intuition tells you maybe this character is going to be a certain attribute. For example, Giselle, I can only really see be a heart character or a speed character. Now, Giselle could come out into the game and be none of those things, but that's how I see it. Likewise with Esnord's Volstanic, I can only see him be a heart character. Any other attribute, in my opinion, would just kind of feel weird. Again, you can never predict a character's attribute and killer combination, but sometimes you have a feeling. And a Mind Quincy killer, right now it's telling me, maybe Shinji, Bankai Shinji, maybe Soifon could be the Mind Quincy killer. maybe someone like Mayuri could be the Limit Breaker character, in terms of the 3 banners that I gave a prediction earlier in this video. Alongside the Limit Breaker news that does tell us that we are getting a Mind Limit Breaker character, we can also have a look at the current Guild Quest schedule, the upcoming one more so, which also potentially hints at the upcoming End of Month banner. In this case, what Caleb like to do is release characters when a Guild Quest is active or soon to be active. And what we are seeing here is while the End of Month banner does release, for at least 48 more hours, the Melia Espada Guild Quest will be active. So very good chance here this End of Month banner is also going to feature a new Melia Espada killer for the Melia Espada Guild Quest phase, which is something that I think they definitely do need extra support of. We've recently had the Fierce Battle Rookie, and she's a great addition to making the overall Guild Quest a lot easier to tackle, especially because she does have a very high normal attack damage output, but the Guild Quest itself does lack a really good lead. Obviously, they have access to Bruno, and Bruno is perfectly serviceable, but he's also super rare. A Burn the Witch character, we need more available options than a super rare character that maybe returns twice a year. A premium alternative would be Bankai Mayuri, but he is not really all that. So I think having a 1000-year Blood Roll or whatever end of month this banner will be, a new Espada killer makes sense. A new SP character more so. Don't make them a normal attack damage character. We just got Rookie. We don't need that. Unless they want to have a boost SA2. But a new really good SP character with a Espada killer would be really good, especially if they maybe have Frenzy +3 only in Guild Quest. Although personally, I would more so prefer the character have a Ronka and a Espada killer, and overall just be a good character that's also really good in Guild Quest, not specifically designed in mind for Guild Quest. But I definitely could see us getting some type of character designed for the Melia Espada GQ, whether that's where they strictly want to be used, or whether they're overall going to be a good character in any other part of the game. I guess with that in mind, there's a chance we could get a ranged Ronka killer, and there's also a chance we could get a ranged Captain killer, but my mind is dead set on us getting a new Espada killer. And then for our third character, the third character in the banner, what could we also expect? Now, I was going to go in mind with that we were going to get a new Mind Super Link Farmer, because as of right now, when it comes to the new Super Links of Farmers, we got a speed character, we got a technique, we got a heart, and then we also did get a power character where she doesn't show up. It was Valentine Bashira, right? But at this point in time, every attribute has gotten a new Super Links of Farmer besides Mind. Mind is the last attribute to get it. So the next Super Links of Farmer that we do get is definitely going to be a Mind character, but since we did get the announcement this morning that we are getting a Mind Limit Breaker character, I doubt we would get 2 Mind characters in a banner. I mean, it's happened before, but I'd be very surprised. So I don't think we're going to get a new Mind Super Links of Farmer, which is what I was originally expecting. I don't know what we could get for the third character. I would just like an overall strong character, just a really good SP character. Perfect example, right, is the End of Year banner, which I get was End of Year, it's an exception. But this banner in particular just gave us 2 really good SP characters. I want to see more of that, right? The third character in particular doesn't have to be designed to farm specific content. They could be a Links of Farmer, +10, +15. They could be another Super Links of Farmer. They could be, 2 Mind characters in this banner. I wouldn't mind, though, if they want to be a really good SP character or a really good no attack damage character that is overall usable in a lot of different content that's not just strictly designed for maybe Guild Quests. Chances are, again, we're getting a Mind Limit Breaker character. We're getting potentially a new Espada Guild Quest character. So the first character just overall being a solid all-arounder would be really cool to see, whether that's an SP character or an attack-based character. So overall, to recap the video then, I expect this banner to be 1000-year Blood Roll, because otherwise, if we don't get a 1000-year Blood Roll banner now, next end of month is going to be swimsuits, and that would therefore mean the break between 1000-year Blood Roll, our last banner with Minia, Rangiku, and also Yumachika, all the way to our next guaranteed 1000-year Blood Roll banner, which of course will be 9th Anniversary Part 2, July 31st. 4 months, in my opinion, is way too long to get a new 1000-year Blood Roll banner. So I'm expecting 1000-year Blood Roll. Would be very surprised, but happily surprised if it somehow ends up being something else. As for the characters, I have 3 main predictions: Soifon and Beige 9, Shinji, Sajin, and also Bambietta, or Zombie Bambietta, Giselle, and also Mayuri. We are guaranteed to get a Mind Limit Breaker character with Quincy Killer, a melee one to be more specific. Most likely going to get an Espada Killer for GQ, most likely SP character, and in the third character, realistically can be anything else. A Links of Farmer, another Super Links of Farmer, a good SP character, or a good attack character. Either way, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's banner. Be back on the channel in less than 12 hours time. I'll see you lads there, and let me know your prediction in the comments below. Take care, and peace.